Hello everyone, this is Christy from Frosted Mouse Memories. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to show you several different types of autograph books that you can make. If you purchased my 4x6 bookmaking kit that's in my Etsy store, which is called Frosted Mouse Memories. It comes with 102 different Disney character autograph cards, like these, and it comes with 18 different book covers, and you're also going to get 3 different name and information pages that go right behind your book cover that tell who the book belonged to, and you can also write your trip dates in here. And then also it comes with some Disney themed blank autograph cards that you can put in the back of your book. So that way, if you meet a character that you don't actually have an autograph card for, you'll still have an autograph card available for them to sign. Now, when I tell people who buy my kit, I tell them, don't feel like you got to fill this up with 50 or 60 characters. Unless you're going to go for like 2 whole weeks, you're probably not going to see that many characters. When we go, we normally go for 3 or 4 days, and we do like 2 character meals, and we stand in 2 to 3 meet and greet character lines. So on average we see anywhere between 25 and 30 characters, and that's about what you're going to see. Alright, now with that kit you're also going to get a general character locator list that I made. This is just something I made over the years. I kind of kept up with where the main characters appeared at in the different parks. This is for Disney World. I've never been to Disneyland. My cousin has, but I haven't, so I don't know exactly where those characters appear at the different parks over there at Disneyland. So this is going to tell you by park, and it's also going to tell you by character meal for the Disney World character meals, which characters you're probably going to see at those particular meals. Now, Disney is never going to tell you for certain you're going to see this, and this character. They just say you'll see between 3 and 4 characters, or you're going to see between 5 and 6 princesses. But these are the ones, when I went back and looked through Flickr for these different character meals, these are the ones that I saw, at these meals. And then I also have a couple of Disney World travel guide books, and in there one of them listed the different characters that normally appear at the meal. And also with that little bookmaking kit, you're going to get 4 different packing lists. One's just an overall general packing list, and then you get one for a woman, one for a man, and one for a child. So it's a great value. For only $9, you can use that kit over and over again to make books for each of your children for each of your Disney World trips. And these are some of the different books that I'm going to show you that you can make. This one I made through Snapfish, and they actually printed these out as photographs, and they spiral bound them on the left hand side. And I think this was like $4.99 for 10 pages, and then it was like 99 cents for an additional 5 pages in your book. Now you can also go to your local UPS store or your local copy center and have them spiral bind the pages. You can print them out at home along with a book cover, and then of course you want to put behind your book cover the name and information page that tells who the book belongs to in case it gets lost. You might also want to put a little sticky note on here and write in pencil your cell phone number. And that way, if it gets lost, someone could immediately call you and say, hey, I'm next to the Peter Pan ride and we just found your book, and you could, hightail it back to the Peter Pan ride and meet up with them and get your book. Anyway, what comes with, after you could print them out and take them to the UPS store, and they can trim them down. This is a 4x6 book that I had them make as a display book, and instead of printing out all the different characters, I just took a bunch of 4x6 index cards so that she would have those to bind it with, and also to use as a guide to cut this book cover so it's an exact 4x6 size. And it was like $3.75. You got the spiral binding coil, you get a clear plastic see-through cover, and then on the back you get this hard plastic cover. And make sure, if you're going to go there or wherever you go, if you're going to get your books spiral bound, you want to make sure you use a medium to large coil. You don't want the small one. That way when you get back, you will have room to add in your pictures here. Your autograph card will be here, and you'll have room to add in your picture here. Now for this 4x6 book, you would have to get your pictures printed as 3.5 by 5s, and you would probably have to trim them down a little bit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This one is an actual 5x7 book, and I do have all of my autograph cards and book covers in a 5x7 size if you are interested in doing 5x7. But this is where your picture is going to be taped in of your child with the character, and then the character is going to autograph their, their character card here. Now, I get them to print my pages, and it is like a 28 to 32 pound laser bond paper. It's smooth, and the colors are really vivid. They really pop off the page. If you print them at home, you're going to make sure you need to use new ink cartridges, or make sure you have some ink cartridges on hand, because if you run out of ink while you're printing them, you don't want to have to make a trip to the store to get another one. And the paper, I don't think I've ever had a problem with bleed through, but I did have maybe 1 or 2 spots where, say, if Mickey signed this on the front, on the back of his autograph card or page, there might be 1 or 2 little black spots from the Sharpie marker. But you don't have to worry about that, because your picture is going to go on the back, and it's going to cover up any bleed through. However, some people like to use cardstock. So if you want to use cardstock, you could do that too. Alright, so this one and this one are the spiral bound type books. Now you can always do a photo album. This is a 4x6 photo album. I got this for $4.99 at Michael's. And I just insert a picture of my daughter in here. You could insert a picture of your child or your children together. You would have to trim your picture, and it would need to be a horizontal one. Then on the front, I printed out with my printer the name and information page, and trimmed it down and slid it into the 4x6 cover. And then, as you can see, my printer started running out of ink, but I was just doing this for these books for display purposes. So I printed out Tigger's, I trimmed it down, I slid it in here, and then on this page, when you get back, that's where you're going to insert a picture of your child with a character. I think this book came with like 24 or 25 of these. So you could do this. You could take all of your autograph cards loose. You could take them in a Ziploc bag. You could take them in a plastic school folder that the kids have to have for school. One of these pocket folders. You could take them loose and keep them in here till you get back. And then you could take a little bit larger photo album like I did here, and I slid in my 4x6 autograph cards here, and then you put your picture of your child with the character at the top. Then I took and printed out a book cover. Now I think this one is actually more like a 5x7 book cover, but I cut it out, trimmed off all the white, and I removed this plastic cover, which was pretty easy to do. Right there, slip it off. And then I just put a piece of tape at each of the corners to tape this down. Then I put my book cover back on. You could do that. At Hobby Lobby, I got this 6x6 post-bound scrapbook. It was $7.99, and it came with 10 of these pages, these little scrapbook page holder things. And then right beside it, they sold another pack of 5 for $3.99. So if you bought this book and then bought a pack of 5, you would end up having 15 double-sided, page holders. And you would want to print out your name and information page, cut it out, put it in the very front one, and then on the back you would, this is the back of that. This is where you'll insert your picture of your children with the character when you get back. Then on this side, this is where you'll insert the character. And what I would recommend you do is take a paper clip with you, clip it on this one, or whichever character you're standing in line to see. You're going to pull this out, lay it on top here, and paper clip it to this little plastic page holder. And your character will have something to kind of bear down and sign with. And then when they get done, you would take the paper clip off, slide your autograph card back in here, and then put the paper clip on the next characters, or somewhere in here. You would just keep a paper clip, and that's what you would do throughout your trip. And when you get back, you would slide in your pictures here. This is very neat, and of course I bought a 3D Princess scrapbooking sticker from Hobby Lobby. They have all kinds. They have Mickey, they have Winnie the Pooh, they have ones that are themed for each of the different princesses. And they've got one that just said, Disney Vacation Memories or something like that. So what I like is that this book has, again, the plastic cover over it, which is going to protect your 3D Disney scrapbooking sticker from getting scratched or bent. So you can do something like that. And the last option is, I did not actually buy this. This is a scrapbook, and I didn't actually buy it in the 4x6 size. I bought a 5x7 so I could use it for the 5x7 video, but they do have them available as 4x6s. You would just print out whichever book cover you wanted, trim it. I used rubber cement glue to glue it to the front, and then on the first page of the scrapbook, you would glue your name and information page. And then on each page after that, you would glue your card, your 4x6 character autograph card. And then when you got back on all the left-hand pages, you would go and tape in, or you could use rubber cement glue, or you could use, there's an Elmer's spray adhesive that you could use to glue in or tape in your pictures of your child with the character. Okay, so that's the different 4x6 books that you can make with my 4x6 bookmaking kit. Oh, there's one more. This was a 7.5 by 7.5 photo book from Michaels. I got it for $7.99. And the pages are paper. And this is the 5x7 picture here. But I'm not going to remove all those just to show you in this 4x6 video. Your 4x6s would be a little bit smaller, but again, you would glue the name and information page here. You would glue your character card or tape in your character card on this side. And then when you got back on this side, you would tape in your picture of your child with each character. Now this is them with Rapunzel. We normally take my large all-in-one scrapbook and autograph memory book. And Rapunzel and many of the characters were so excited to see it. It was something different. They wanted to look through it. That's our favorite type of book. But everybody's different. So I tried to show people, I try to make as many books as possible to give you as many options as possible, since this is your personal Disney autograph book. And if you do get the kit, or if you did get the kit, I hope you have a lot of fun making some wonderful memories with your child before you even leave your house. Thanks for watching this video. If you're interested in the 5x7 size books, then go watch the video for that.